lighting's probably bad and the sound as well because it's raining outside, so I'm not gonna complain because I like the rain. I want it to rain. The more rain the better. This year has been a really great reading year for me, but the year's not over yet, so there's still a few books that I want to get to before the year ends, but realistically I know I'm not going to get to all of them. I'm probably going to get to half of them if I do. But I just thought I'd make a video showing you guys all the books that I really want to read, and all of these books are actually off my physical TBR. No libraries, no audiobooks, no ebooks, like my physical TBR. So without further ado, let's get started. Sorry, that was so creepy. I don't mean that in a creepy way, but that's just, I'm a creepy person, okay? The first one, and this is actually one that I do think I will get to, and this is the second book in the Raven Cycle series by Maggie Stiefvater. So this is The Dream Thieves, and like I said, it's the second book in the Raven Cycle, and I kind of started, I read the prologue and like the first chapter, so I do think I'll actually finish this one. So I'm not going to tell you what I think what this one's about, but the first one, which is called The Raven Boys. This is the first one. It's called The Raven Boys, and it's about Blue. She lives in a house full of psychics, but she herself is not psychic, but she does have the ability to make other psychics' power stronger. You know, she's like a little generator. I don't know. And then she meets these four guys. They're called the Raven Boys. They go to this elite private school, and they're trying to find Glendower, who is like a sleeping king, and the person who wakes him gets a wish, or like, I don't know if it's one wish, is it three, we don't know. I don't know, but yeah, so that's what the first book is about, and it ended pretty epically in my opinion, which is why I can't wait to get to the second one. I am excited. I gave this one 5 stars, completely adored it, so I'm finally getting to the second book. The second one on my list, and this one is also quite famous, and I can assume you can guess by the spread edges what this book is. So this is the one and the only Death Note, volume 1 actually. So I've never read the series. I've also never watched the anime. Y'all gonna hate me, but I did see the Netflix adaptation, so that is not what inspired me to want to pick up these books. I saw the adaptation and I was like, I don't need to see this, but it's become so beloved on BookTube that I thought, you know, I'll give it a try. I'll read this one. I didn't buy the rest of the series because I was like, I'm just gonna see how I feel about this one. I don't know if I like it, but I would really like to read it, and also I think it'll be pretty short or like quick to read because it is, you know, pictures. That's my guess. The next one, okay. I should say when I started watching YouTube, I was like 17. Yeah, I was around 16, 17. And when I started watching YouTube, literally all I watched were like travel vlogs and travel videos and travel YouTubers. And I still watch a lot of them, you know, like Backpacking Bananas, Hey Nadine, the Vega Brothers. Those are some of my favorite travel vloggers. And a lot of them, oh, Damon and Joe, amazing. So that's where I really started watching YouTube, and I've always wanted to make videos, but I always wanted to make travel videos, but I am not a space where I can do that because I can't travel. I'm at school. Like, I'm trying my best to save to go places, but you know, it's not always going the best. But yeah, so I bought this book because I've actually heard a lot of those travel YouTubers talk about this book, and that is What I Was Doing While We Were Breeding by Christine Newman. So this girl goes on, like, I wouldn't call it a gap year, but she spends most of her like 20s and 30s traveling from one country to another, and this book is just like her memoir. It literally says a memoir. So this book is just like all her stories about the places she's been and things that happened to her, and also like you know, the boys she met in those places. So every chapter is just about a place and the people she met, the things she did, the men she flirted with, because you know, girls out there getting it. I'm gonna take that out of the video, but that's what the book is about, you know. Frodo is the hottest guy in New Zealand. That's one chapter name. I went through the chapter names and I really thought they were pretty funny, some of them. So I'm excited to read this. This book has received the same criticism that Wild by Cheryl Strayed has, in that it's like the lady who, like, this is non-fiction, right? But people have criticized it for Kristen Newman herself being too promiscuous in the book itself. But I hate that as an argument. It was the same thing with Wild. People are like, she's always talking about sex, and I'm like, okay, personally don't get it, but okay, whatever. So this is also one that I really want to read, but I am fully aware that once I read this one, I will probably be so sad that I do not have the ability to travel right now. But, you know, I'll be sad, it's fine. The next one, and it's also actually also a non-fiction, and it's also to do with traveling, because those are my favorite types of memoirs, and this one I think is very similar to Wild by Cheryl Strayed. By the way, here's Wild by Cheryl Strayed. I talk about this a lot. No, I don't, but I do actually really like this book. It's one of my favorite books of all time. So obviously, I try to read books that I think would remind me of that one, and the next one I want to read is Elders by Adams Grindeling. So this is actually in Afrikaans, and it's like, the subtitle is My 1025 kilometer te voet langs die Camino. So this book is about the author. This is him. This is the author, and his journey hiking the Camino in like in Spain, France, and Portugal is where the Camino is. So this is his journey hiking that path. He calls himself like unfit, fat, and something else. Oh yes. Onvoorbereid, oorgewig, beseer en onfiks, which means he was unprepared, overweight, injured, and not fit. This is not fit, unfit. Duh, he's unfit. Okay, so that's basically me. It's my life, I know. So I really want to read this book before the end of the year. It might be raining, but I am starting to get really hot right now because it's still summer. Okay, the next two books I'm going to be talking about I have already talked about because they're in my 5-star predictions. So obviously I want to read a 5-star prediction before the year ends. And the first one will be To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo, and this one is about Lyra, who is a princess siren, and she does something to upset her mother and she gets cursed. So she turns into a human, and I think she has to be a human until she kills a specific person. That's how I understood the plot. Yeah, so I just want to read this because it's like the ocean and it's summer here, so obviously I would like to read a nice summer book. I don't know if I would classify this as a nice summer book, but just the fact that it's in the ocean and I want to read it. Also, it's giving me like Pirates of the Caribbean vibes, which I don't know if that's accurate, but just by looking at it and reading the description and everything, it gives me Pirates of the Caribbean vibes, and that is a movie that I completely associate with December and summer and just family being together, because me and my cousins used to watch that movie quite a lot, and also in summer. But then like I always have like odd movie associations with Christmas time. Like another book I associate, or another movie I associate with Christmas is The Ring. So because, you know, it's summer, so when I get so I used to have really long hair, so when we go swimming I'd like toss my hair over and be like the little girl from The Ring. So obviously I don't have the best movies associated with Christmas, but I'm happy about it. The next one, as I said, was also my 5-star predictions, and that is The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. So this one even looks like a summer book, which I think is why I need to read this, but I will probably read this one during Christmas, because I will be spending Christmas with my family, and you know, we might go swimming, maybe, hopefully. If we do go swimming, I want to take a little chuppy, I don't know what you call those chuppies, a floaty, whatever, and just be on the water chilling, you know, and reading this specific book. If it falls in the water, shit. This one is about a very unlucky girl. Like, she's apparently just always unlucky, and her sister is the lucky one. So her sister gets married, but at the wedding reception or at the wedding rehearsal, whatever, everyone gets sick, so except the main character from this book and the groom's brother, or the groom's friend, who she also doesn't get along with. So it's like a hate to love romance, because our main character and the groom's brother have to go on the honeymoon together as a couple. So it's fake dating, which is also a lovely trope that I do like. So two of my favorite tropes are in this book. So obviously I do think I don't need to explain to you why I think I like it. I already did. But point is, I want to read this one in December, preferably over Christmas. Yeah. Now there's just 3 books left, and all 3 of these were pretty hyped on BookTube when they came out. They're all pretty new, except one. One is like, it's been read now. Let me just talk about that one first. Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. So this is one that it has been on BookTube a lot, and people have talked about it, people have read it, people have hated it, people have liked it. but I still wanted to also try it out because it sounds like something that I would definitely like, so you know, I might as well try it out. And this is about a girl who works in a library, and they are something called grimoires, which I think are like, the books have like evil spirits. I don't know, I'm probably lying to you. But they are like grimoires in this world, and one gets released and then she has to get it back, but she has to form an alliance with an apparently very hunky guy who's called Nathaniel, which is already a very hunky name. So also, I will have to admit, the cover of this book is absolutely beautiful, right? Despite the negative things I've heard, I still want to read it and find out for myself. The next one is also a book that's been very talked about. The book has been very talked about, hyped up. What am I saying? Whatever. Words. Who are they? I don't know. And that is Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. So obviously this is also like a biggish one. I want to read these books before end of the year. Sure. Yeah, I'll do that. But this one is like a dark academia book, and it's about Alex who goes to Yale. She goes to Yale, and she's like in a secret society. To me it sounds like a cult, but okay. There have been a lot of trigger warnings for this book. I'm not sure what they are because I've heard some of them, but I can't remember all of them. If I find them, I'll put them in the description below. But yo, I want to read it. I hope it's a little bit scary, like a little bit creepy. And then also, it has the YA snake on it. And it's not even a YA book, it's an adult book. It is an adult book, please keep that in mind. I know there have been like things, controversies around that, but it's an adult book. The last one, okay, I'm really excited to read this one because it's by an author that I absolutely loved her other book, which was The Night Circus. And this is only her second book, and it's The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. So I gave The Night Circus 5 out of 5 stars. So before I even knew what The Starless Sea was about, I was like, I'm good. I am gonna read, of course, because it's Erin Morgenstern. I like her writing style. I just love everything in a book. Right now, I'm just excited for this book. So this is about a boy. I don't know, his name's like Zachary, okay. So he finds a book in a library. I like books about books. He finds a book in a library and he starts reading it, and then he realizes this book is about him, or it's his childhood or his story. And I literally don't know anything about it other than that, and I'm fine with it. I don't want to know. It was the same with The Night Circus. I know it was about a circus that pops up at night and it's a little bit magic, the circus. That's all I needed to know. I don't know what the rest is about. Same with this. I don't know what it's about except for what I just told you, but I'm excited. Also, it's so beautiful. Like, look at the cover. It reminds me of like thin sections. I'll insert a picture of a thin section if you know what they are. But this looks like thin sections, like even like the spine, everything about it. Also, I know that the bee, the sword, and the key are important in the book. Some of the books have like sprayed edges, then all 3 symbols are here. I don't have that condition, but whatever. So this is also one that I actually need to read before the year ends, and I need to get to this book. This is probably priority, like number 1. And those are all the books that I want to read before the year ends. I don't think I'll get to all of them because this is a bit more than what I averagely read in a month, and there are also some thickies, some thick boys that I probably will not get to. But anyway, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have an amazing day, and I hope someone gives you some good food. Anyway, I love you. I love you. Subscribe. Bye.